Save your tears for another day. What up, what up, what up? Buenos dias. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. Hope you guys are doing good, feeling well. Hope you had a good night's rest and are ready to take on this beautiful trading day here. So before we look at the gap scan, remember the disclaimer. Always good to mention it. Remember that day trading is risky. Remember to not use money that you cannot afford to lose. Utilize simulators, utilize small size, practice improve before getting aggressive. Remember, copy trading does not work. Remember, my results are not typical. And remember to be careful of fake accounts. There are fake Relentless trader accounts on all platforms, sadly, so be careful. I will never message you first. Lastly, be careful of fake advertisements. People are trying to steal the Team House content, the Relentless trading content, and run ads with it. So if you spot a fake ad, help us in reporting it. We do appreciate it. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the beautiful, beautiful gap scanner here. So there's a couple of stocks that's up. I am noticing DGBI. However, let's see the volume. DBGI. The volume is only at 68,000 shares, which means no bueno, no good. I mean, it's also up 700%, right? Which is a little bit more rare. So coming down, NBY up 86% with 55 million shares of volume. Let's check it out. So it's currently at 112, 113, a little cheaper. Looks like the move started in after hours yesterday, going from 60 cents up to highs of 106. I'm gonna map out that level here. Since then, in pre-market today, we opened up, had a volume spike, and then it's been a bit of a consolidation. And we've done red to green from those lows of the consolidation here up to 115. We got pre-market highs clocking in at 122. Although we did have that high point of 118 earlier. So 118, I'd love to see this one breaking and holding above that level and continuing in an uptrend. NVY. Looks okay. Not the greatest looking stock we've ever seen in pre-market, but you know, looks all right. Let's see. Coming down, there's SISI and then TRIB. I'm actually gonna look at TRIB first, being that it's like still hitting the scans a little bit here, the last 2 minutes. So TRIB, and by the way, I gotta check out the daily chart. You know what I didn't do? I didn't log into my E-Trade account. I'm actually gonna do that here. I'm gonna go to white screen and I'll log into my E-Trade account real quick. I despise logging in and out on the live stream. Hold up. That's pretty crazy, right? Okay, so we're back. We're back. As the E-Trade is loading up. Loading up. These YouTubers making videos, oh, Nvidia is crashing down. This thing went down like $6, man. I tell you. Clickbaiting is real. Okay. So we were on TRIB, and I'll check out the daily chart here actually. So it's made a move the last 4 or 5 days, going from about 98 cents up to 344. Since then, it's pulled back. Today, we're getting the first daily candle to make the new high. That is over 166. So, as of right now, the only thing, in terms of benchmark is the move from a couple days ago. 344 highs. 344. I had to put that level in blue. And so, by the way, for those of you who've been trading pre-market, right? How's it been? I actually stopped for a little bit because, it doesn't seem like it was that hot. But, on a day like this, this one went from 160 up to 2. I mean, there's something there, right? But I really like the like supernova stocks that are just going straight up with small baby pullbacks, micro dips. And all I like to trade is that ascension. Like once those 4 big green candles are done, I don't really care. Maybe a pullback trade sometimes, but other than that, I'm fine with just that move. Kyle says he's been making money pre-market, which is good. Richard saying the last couple days have been a little slower. Mohammed saying TRIB is a little heavy. Thyself, who loves to trade pre-market, it seems like. It's been very choppy, spiking up. Spikes going up and then the sell-offs coming. That's like the only brutal part, I think, about trying to be early to the moves is that a lot of them, I mean, and they will go, like, it'll probably go from like 2 to like 320 very quickly. But then that was it. Like, if you try buying that dip with size, it could be pretty brutal. So, going slow first, even if it might mean missing out on some big gains, I think is the safest way to go. Because it's so easy to get caught in a big flush down. That is one of the drawbacks for pre-market, I will say. If you're looking for those momentum trades in the early spike. Okay, all right, TRIB, SI. Moving on to SI, which is up 48%, 13 million shares of volume. All right, let's see. So 817 pre-market highs. Low of the current pullback has been down there at $7 plus or minus a couple cents, right? VWAP 739. So we've been, slightly above that level all the way up to 764 and down to $7. So we got a 60-cent range as of right now. It's been a little tighter the last, 15 minutes or so, but we'll see. And this could be a good setup coming into the open if it's able to make a new high here early and perhaps give a bit of a squeeze. So we've had higher lows, but then also here as of recent lower highs. So, we'd need to hold above the VWAP and perhaps break over 740, 750. So, there could be an opening search set up here, if enough people are watching and the volume is right for SI. Daily chart, nothing fancy. You know what? It's been a long time since I've seen blue skies on the daily chart for a small cap stock. Typically, when large caps and the overall market is at highs, we usually would see a lot of small cap companies at highs. Even if it's a stock that's like recently IPO'd 4 or 5 months ago, it's like we'll be looking at the daily chart and it's like, hey, we're, target is all-time highs or we're pushing over all-time highs. It's interesting how in this like type of time we're not really seeing that stuff, right? Like SISI is at all-time lows curling up off of like a bounce here, which is, quite the opposite, right? Nevertheless, there could still be an opportunity here if it's to hold up its levels and continue higher. SISI. And I think that's the top three here for me. RCKT, could take a look at it. Yeah, this one looks okay. Yeah, RCKT looks all right. Might need some more volume, but looks decent. We got $4 for highs, and it's been, trending up for the longest here after the early pullback in pre-market. I think this one looks good. So I'll watch SISI and RCKT into the open. And then I'll have the other ones, in my recents saved. Yesterday, for those of you who see that recap, we traded like trash, which, I think sometimes you got to admit to yourself if you had a poor performance, BLSK, whatever the stock was. We're there like a deer in the headlights. We know we became fearful after some losses, not good. And so today we have to do a better job being more confident and firm and literally just following the strategy, right? Be a little bit more active, a little bit more quicker with the trades. And we'll get the results that we need as long as we're following through to the strategy and being firm. We got 1 minute 17 seconds. And to be more specific, right? I want to keep in mind to continue to be reactive, even more so, right? Every time there's an area where I should be buying, I need to be buying. There's no excuse. Every time that I see what I need on the level 2, the time and sales, the chart, I need to be buying, not just sitting on the sidelines being too passive. I got to pay more attention at the lows in case there's a reversal or red to green. I got to throw out my starter position in those areas to give myself a good chance at being in on a trade. And the moment that it's confirmed that we get the bottom from the indicators, that's the moment I need to be a little bit more aggressive and use size to then watch the move back up and put my stop in place. Got to take all opportunities. So watching SISI here coming into the open. So we got to push up there from 740. Bit of churn early, which is fine. Not quite an opening surge there, but small attempt. No opening surge, so backing off and waiting. Watching the whole dollar, small size. Couple cents there. So this one, no opening surge. Coming down to those lows that we had for pre-market. RCKT, $4 is a big level if it's able to get above and hold here. SISI, will we continue to hold up 7? I don't like that it's sold off to start. But, we'll see. The VWAP is up there at 740. RCKT, it's holding above 4 for now. I'm gonna just take a starter to see. And if it's able to get over 410, it could be a good place here to watch. $98, it's coming down a bit. We're seeing a red candle, which is fine. So watching the pullback on RCKT. SISI, it's at the VWAP. Will it be able to push through and hold? I'm out of RCKT. Was it at 94 average? We got lows now of 87. A little lower than I'd like to see there for that 1 minute pullback. The 5 minute candle to start pretty bullish, but not able to hold up close to 4. Also, I'm gonna check my Thinkorswim account here just to see if I'm still getting the error code. Okay, it looks like no error code. Okay, good, good. Looks like the account is finally like good again. I'm throwing out a starter for SISI just to see how it does here. $88. Doesn't seem like it'll reclaim. Yeah. I'm gonna take a quick peek at some of the other ones. NBY, how are we doing? It's holding up. The halt up is at 129 or 131 actually. High of days at pre-market highs rather is at 22. It's definitely thick. I'll fix the charts in a sec. Watching the pullback, I think the pullback is pretty healthy here. So paying attention. Definitely the type of stock though that I'll have to take big size on to see anything. Okay. It's pretty thickly traded. So that'll make sense. No push through 25. It might try again. And still no push through. There's like a hidden seller there. I didn't take that last dip there. I'll throw out the starter, but there's a new candle here, so being patient. Just willing to take the starter, and I'll wait. The roller coaster of SISI back up. The VWAP is at 11. The key here will be for the 5-minute candlestick to recover. Will we be able to get back over the pre-market highs and then eventually a retest of 23.25 level? SISI, I'll check it out whenever this setup is done. Pullback is fairly early, so waiting, watching. If it's strong, it should be a quicker move, I think, once it's ready. So there might be an opportunity to add. It's coming down. All right. SISI. So that 5-minute dip, not quite holding up. SISI, we got nice red to green so far. Let's see. How's the 5-minute chart? Yesterday, we also saw some weakness earlier in the day. And then we saw some more follow through later. So it's a little choppy right now. I think I'll stay on the sidelines until something else hits the scan. The new 5 minute candle is a minute and a half away. The halt up is at 8:07 in case it does like a surprise move. Okay. Lows of 19, highs of 50 right there. I don't want to trust it unless it actually makes new highs. Until then, I want to be cautious and careful, not super aggressive just yet. I'll still wait. I don't mind giving it the starter size if like something looks okay, but until it makes a new high, taking it easy. Especially with the breakouts. The dips, maybe there could be good dips still. Not the Momo that I am looking for here. Not even close. This is not uptrending. It is sideways and messy. I mean, this is like there's nothing. There's only hopes and dreams at this rate. Is there any cheapies? Any sub $1? THAR, it's up 40%, but can we see something? I'm actually gonna leave SISI up there. So you know what? I'll pull it up. THAR. I'll put this other one over here. $75. THAR. Is this the one? Okay. Okay. Wow, that was definitely nice. Come on, give us something. Something. Anything good? More. There's a hidden buyer here. Maybe not. There's some more selling coming in on the ask. Okay, all right. $213 for high of day. Bro, come on, man. Kind of botched that dip there a little bit. Cannot get good fills to save my life. Let me try Thinkorswim here, actually. Jesus Christ. That's not it's not any better. Oh my gosh. It's even more slow if anything. It's like trying to be scalpy right there. It was just no good. Not quite getting the fills I want, but that's fine. Gotta just, still treat the trade the same. Nope. The VWAP is at 70. The pre-market highs are at 78 or so. Or is that 82? 82. And it looks like it might be one and done down there too. Will we see the early pullback? No early pullback. Retested the highs, 97. It's a crazy fill, man. Come on. And the selling pressure is on. 85. Can we see the push through 95? Can we see the push through 95? I don't know. It just seems like it's getting shorted. Like, can we push through 95 is the key. Will we be able to push through? A bit of a bigger pullback there to 80. I'm not in. Come on, like you know you can. Good. Finally. Now remain volatile, please. I'm saying 25 for the highs. I think we had like 12 or 15. $15. I don't know. I'm having like a bit of a tougher time trusting the tighter pullbacks. I might need to just throw out the starter just to see. One penny, not even a penny, a tenth of a penny. Ah, come on. What was that, 19? Mm. These stocks don't like to dip. Not as much as I would want it to dip. If I was to be in there, I'd have been in 3 cents higher than I would have wanted to be, and it's like just, it's like I'm expecting more of a pullback there. The pullback is holding up high. It might try for 20 again here. Gotta be even more reactive, brother. Gotta just be in at every turn, every time, every signal. At every turn, at every signal. Gotta remain patient and keep watching. We got a high of 20 or so, although it's saying 25. I think that was a magic wick. Damn, boy, I was late to that. Don't you dare fail. And how my net read over those two trades, bro. Damn, these fills are like crazy. There's no way I should have been a net red over those two trades there. It's like I had like a 6 cent winner and like a 3 cent loss, and I'm red over the two trades. Getting cooked with the fills. Getting cooked. I tried buying at 14, and I thought I got filled 14 buying late. I got filled 17, which is just absurd. Resistance at 20, though, it seems. And it was a little wild here. A wild beast. Under no circumstance can this thing go below 95. I think anything below 95, it's cooked. cooked stew. Damn, man, that's that. Like I gotta hold that longer because that's bad, man. I tried to take the 3 cents. I made nothing. This is criminal here. Criminal. Oh man. So I gotta hold longer to get like a bigger push. But trying that fill on Schwab just now, it's like it doesn't even make sense to use that platform. Like I'll still get the 1 cent higher fill, but at least with this platform, it's quick. But yeah, I should have held that trade there longer. Maybe take 5 exit at least. That way I could make the full 4, 5, 6 cents. Even right here wouldn't have been bad. In at 201, out at 201, selling at 203, 204. This is just Depsy. Depsy. 95 is the big level here. Are we finito? Are we done? What I want right now is a nice penny stock like the one we had the other day when I couldn't trade. GLE. Moving up. GLE hitting 107. GLE. How's the 5-minute chart? Question is will we see a pullback here? Come on down, the price is right. Flush for Pastor, flush down. So I can take this sweet dip. There are actually some big sellers. Highs is at 109. Bro. Oh my gosh, man. I'm gonna go crazy. How about THAR back over 2 if we hold up 95? $102. What? Bro, why do I keep having problems, man? Bro, I'm tired of this thing, man. That's why I should have never came back to it. Now they're sending me a different garbage. Or is it the stock? Maybe I can't trade that stock. I didn't check the comments. GLE, is it not tradable? Bro, I'm tired of like having an issue, man. Ah, my sweet, sweet dip. I could have been up 3 cents. Gone to the wind. Anyhow, THAR, if it's back over 2, I think I'll be interested. If we can prove that we're holding up this 195 level. 195. We're on a bear flag here. And there's a seller plumply at 2. Yeah. I don't like that. Okay. This is fine. 600 shares, small size. Will we get at least 208, 210? What time is it? 33. You know, something with me is that I'm so used to seeing the stocks be so fast. Like, there's like a 20,000 share seller there too. Normally, it's just evaporating through those levels, even if it's a reclaim entry, you know? Now I'm up 3 cents unrealized with baby size. Aiming for 208. If this is going to be a strong red to green. Early pullback, which is fine as long as we can hold up our levels here. What is a guy like Save doing right now? A guy like Save probably in 95, 10K size. Watching and waiting. I'm scaling out as it's approaching my target. Pastor needs more size, Big Steve. I cannot let Save take more size than me. I'm saying that as a joke, but I still needed more size there. As we're back over 208. Now the stock means business for a retest of 220 over time. So I'm going to be watching at every and all pullbacks here. Just need something sharp and decisive, and I'll be back in there. And I'll be back in. sink down like the Titanic so I can take a good dip. Flush down with rage. That's not what I need. And that right there might be all that it gives, right? And I'm in and out, and it's going. Oh man, son of a gun! Why couldn't we drop a couple more pennies? So being reactive and being a little uncomfortable with the higher entry. Gotta do better. Gotta do better right there. My fills are completely cooked. Does it have the potential to go quickly? Like as in like all the way to 220 very fast? Maybe. Maybe. Come on already. There's a seller. Not good. Yeah, I gotta stop trying to get those quicker trades. It's not worth it. Hold, Pastor. Hold, hold. With diamond hands. And then the pops are like pathetic. Not even worth it. This is the pullback that I expected earlier. It's coming higher, which is strange. Like we made a move till to 212 before it's actually pulling back here. Another high fill. Great. To be expected. Gotta be careful here, though, in case this thing is not as strong as we would want it to be. But so far, so good. KB, talk to us here. 210, 210, 215. Yeah. Now it's on. Superman is in the building. What is this, bro? Bro, these stocks, like, why do we delay there? Why do we delay? It gets me back out of the trade. Son of a gun, man. Well, that move was way more than anything I would have anticipated, but still. I'm in at 14. I'm back out at 14, missing the massive move. That trade would have definitely gave us the day we needed. We could have been out of here. Son of a gun. Big Steve trading gonna make me go mad. Missing those moves like that. 1K out the window. But I was expecting maybe like 20 or 25 if it was gonna go from 15. Not 50. 50 was like way above expectations there. It's actually pretty impressive. Beating expectations by a landslide. Now, I had 8,000 shares at $2 on that dip, right? And I made that mistake of selling on that initial pop at like 204. I'm like, I'm gonna just take it, but I forgot. I already told myself trying to sell quickly for that pop is a waste of time. Hold the freaking trade. So I could have had way more shares still holding at like 208 and then above 208, 215 at least. Gotta do a better job executing. It's at least like a $300, $400 difference or more if we didn't sell that position for what I thought was a 3-cent gain and was no gain because of my fill and my exit. Gotta hold longer. Got to hold longer. Messing up the trades, brother. We do not want to see mid-teens at all here. Like this, if we drop down like 15, it's done. This needs to hold up its levels, low 20s at worst case scenario, and fly back to the moon over time. Even if it takes a couple minutes. And I gotta stop expecting that move down. Like, so many times I'm just expecting like a flush down, when oftentimes stock is just holding. And I'm missing out on a couple cents every time. Gotta stay reactive. That's the point of staying reactive. It's just reacting to what's happening now and not what we think could happen or what we're used to seeing happen, right? Just have to react to what we're seeing on screen right here, right now. Right here, right now. A little bit of selling pressure. I'll be honest. I didn't expect to see 22 there, but okay. Oh. It's Titanicing. Son of a freaking gun. I don't want to see anything below like 19. So this, if it doesn't reclaim aggressively here, this could be finished. Could be done so. But I'll give it the 5 minutes more just to see. Big Steve, how are you doing today on this one? THAR. Big Steve is still dialed in. Like right there, after holding support at 20, it got to 32. You know, we'd expect to see overtime 35, 38, 40, but it's back down almost instantly. Man, stocks are just so tough. Like it feels like I'm fighting a fight here to like it doesn't ever feel like this. Like it feels like I'm fighting for my life here. It feels like I'm fighting for my life to make something when it should just be, you know, it's like more natural, right? You're just taking the setups, it's just going, it's working. Yeah, you can take losses here and there, but it's like trying to survive here. Like what is going on with the momentum? Now the short sellers are in full control below 219, I'd say here, so gotta watch out. It could still reclaim, which is, you know, I think I should still pay attention here in case this bear flag red does red to green here over like, you know, 225, 223, 220, 222. But that move to 247 was it, right? That was it. If you had the shares holding at $2, or if you bought back at 215, I'm in at 214, I sold right away. But the stock is in a high volume area. It dips from 19 to 14 and I'm in instantly. And there's nothing happening for 3 full seconds, which in a high volume area like that is unheard of. Like there should be a reaction like immediately. So I'm panicking out of the trade. Like this thing might just drop down to 211, 209, whatever. And then all I see is 19, 27, and then 50. Man, stuff. I think in a hot market condition, I could do way better on this platform. Like way better than I can do on Thinkorswim, but like it's just so depthy. You can't afford a mistake. If you do, you'll miss a trade like this. Maybe you'll take a bigger loss, and you know, just like that, that's the entire day, right? So, oh man. The good news is that we made improvements versus yesterday's nonsense. Yesterday, a whole lot of nonsense, right? Today, still some things where, you know, we didn't really do as well as I would like. So gotta watch the film and write down notes again so tomorrow that I can come in with more focus, more direction. And we're back over 20 here, by the way. Definitely worth keeping an eye just in case. Lows though were around 210. I'm gonna throw out a position with a tight stop just to see. If it goes to 30 here, can we get a magic short squeeze? Or is this a bluff? Oh, 27. This is how it could start again. Come on. If it holds up tightly on the dip here, it could be good. Sticking to slightly smaller size for now. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. It might just pull it off. Price action is still a little, you know, a little bit more tough, I'd say. My level 2 is freezing a little bit. Go, 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 go. Okay, I'm getting a little too attached here. It's not personal. I want the short sellers to just lose so badly, but you know, gotta keep it cool, calm, and collected. I want them to feel the pain of a stock going to $5, and then 6, and then 8, halting up as the MMU community takes the dip and rips, and the baby pullbacks. It's not ripping through 30 though. I don't know. I don't trust this entry. I'll be quick to get out of that. If we can hold 20 though, it'll be great here if we can hold 20. It's a, oh man. Gotta be careful in case it does come down. We need to put the short sellers into a buy script and not let go. It is fighting at 20 here so far, which is really good. It definitely seems like there's buying. There's some buying, all right. But we need covering mixed into this buying to see the full effect. Yeah, cover your shears and feel the pain. Feel the pain of Pastor. Don't you dare. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Good. Bro, I took a good size loss there too. It's like I take a big winner and then I have a small loss. I'm like giving back it. Bro, it doesn't make any sense. Double top. Double top, but it didn't sell off though. Bro, what is this, man? What? Oh. Oh man, oh my fills were complete trash right there coming out. That was the problem. I haven't really complained about fills. I mean, it's fine. I don't like that we didn't break out right there. Water lover. In at 37 out of 29, taking that dip. What was the high? Like 43? 45. Brutal. Brutal. If we don't go in an area like that, where will we go? Like, what else did we need to fly right there? What else did we need to fly to 60, 70, 80? $20 still holding. It's like the short sellers don't have any fear in their hearts just yet. People are just adding at the highs. It's like, yeah, this is just going to sell off again. Let me just add at the highs instead of covering. Under no circumstances can I take a loss here, so I'm going to be very careful. Looks like it might come down. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Will it curl once again? Oh shit. Curled again. Thought that was it. KB. Is this it? Is this it? Where's that move? 29? 30? It still has. It's still. There's still a chance it can go. There's still a chance it can go here with this volume. Come on, come on. Like you know you can. Oh, trying again. Bro, we can do this. This thing can fly. Like, let these freaking bears feel the pain just once. Big Steve. Big Steve, brother. I'm chasing it like a madman here. And I sold too early. It looks like it's gonna go. Come on, come on. I don't even care if I'm not in. Fly, fly. Bro, cover your shares, short sellers. There's nothing left here for you. Cover your shares. Fly. Good. Yeah. Feel some pain here today. Yes. Long lasts. KB is coming out in full fashion. Well, they're done for now. Now they're cooked. That's it. Now it's Squeeze City. Next stop, Squeeze City. Squeeze City. Moon City, next stop. Right now they're shaking in their boots as the bulls are taking full control. Damn it, man. Maybe I use smaller size. Like we should be squeezing. It's kind of like, there's volume, but it's not quite ripping as I would like to see. Gotta be patient still. There's still a lot of time and we're in control of the game here. The bulls are in control. Now it starts to feel like you're watching ESPN playoffs here. Bro, they better hope these stocks don't start to move like the right way because I'll be a demon here. I will be ready. I will be ready to fly at the expense of the short sellers. Again, we're having trouble through 50. It should go 60, no problem here, but it's having... Come on, come on. I don't want to run out of mental capital in this area. I'll probably wait closer for 55, sizing down some more. Bro. They're shorting this thing again, bro. They're shorting it again. It feels heavy like that. Like there's no way we should be hitting 60 and back down 10 cents instantly. They don't learn the lesson yet, right? Okay, all right. Let's see which way it sways over time. I'm gonna size down a little bit here and just be patient. If the big time bulls are here, then this thing is gonna go eventually. And there's gonna be another round of covering. You know, it's at least entertaining when it's when it's like this, right? Oh man. This is how trading is supposed to be every day if a stock is holding up and going up. How are we doing with time? We're looking okay. Our current 5-minute candle has a little bit of a topping wick, but that's fine. There's still 2 minutes left in the candle. We had a 35, I believe, was highs. We had 60. I'm going to take on more of a position here and have a tight stop. If this thing is still bullish, we should mean business. Not looking to risk more than 8 cents. I think that's even more than enough to give this thing a chance here. I'm going to add right there, and let's see if it can hold up. KB, this is your chance to prove this stock is strong here. The bulls, where are the bulls? So now I'm risking 3 cents, being that I added, my average is lower. I got filled 43, selling 48. Not good. I only sold some, but looking to hold the rest. Bro, they better hope this. If this stock goes today, like if it goes like real crazy, I'm gonna size up like I've never sized up before. But only if the stock turns out to be one of those type of stocks, you know? Like look at that bounce right there. Like that was amazing. Granted, we got filled 5 cents lower on the first exit, but holding the rest for highs. Holding the rest for highs. This thing can still see 60 here. 55, 60. And gearing up to add back if I need to. They're going to feel the pain here today some more. They better hope and pray this thing doesn't go, or else that's it for them. They're going to feel the pain. They're going to feel the pain of trying to disrupt the long bias traders. They're going to feel the pain of covering into new highs. They're going to feel the pain and suffering that we felt for all these slower weeks and slower days. And then when we strike fear into their hearts, then they'll understand. And then we'll see more follow through as they're paper handing their trades with little confidence. Where are those bulls? Yeah, don't worry. Keep trying to short. And watch us fly to new highs. Bro, they're going to get cooked here, man. I can feel it coming. I can feel the sensation of a move. Am I getting delusional? Am I getting too excited? And there's a couple of short sellers watching for sure. That's just like, this guy, man. He's mad. He's a lunatic. He is the pastor. They're definitely trying to short this thing, all right. That is for sure. But the bulls are here. Look at that. The bulls are here. Bro, we should see through 50 here. Yes, the bulls are here, man. All those shares down there meant nothing. Now they're gonna feel the pressure because shorting that low is madness. People shorting that low in the move is madness. It should explode here. Bro, we're gonna cook them. We're gonna cook them like some nice curry chicken. They're gonna feel it. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? The breakout is a little tricky. That was close. That was close right there. We got 53, not quite a new high. I need them to understand the real despair here, man. They better hope and pray the stock doesn't go. I need to see on Twitter they're posting down 10, 20, 30, 100K a day. Oh. Is this it? No, not quite, not quite. Not quite. We got 53 again. I think smaller size for now would make sense, being that we're not quite pushing through right away. Time, candles, are we doing? Bro, they're hanging by like a thread here. They're hanging by a thread, man. Hanging by a thread. Watching and waiting, watching and waiting. Cover your shares. Oh, oh, no, no, nope, nope, not good, not good. Can we hold up the support? Dude, man, this is crazy. Another nice volume spike, but only hitting 55. Oh my god, this freaking thing, man. Alright, I think I'll take my green and leave. Why does it have to be so choppy? I missed the move, bought the dip high at 60, and sold at 47. Not good. Alright, okay, cool. At least they felt some pain right there. That's a good thing. Jesus Christ, man. Brother, brother, brother. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. At least that was massive size. That was a good thing. Jeez, Louise. You see, we had the volume spike so many times. Like, I don't know if I'd say I ran out of mental capital there trying to get back in, but it happened so many times. It's like the boy who cried wolf. You know, it's like, okay, I took it like 4 times. It didn't go. We got to 52, 52, 55. And now the last time where I'm like hesitating to jump in is where it goes. Now we're getting like a slow grind back to 67, 70. Oh man, man. They're feeling the pain. That's good. They're feeling the pain. They're feeling the pain. That's the main thing here. Bro, I should have way more room to go because With all that shorting down there, 240, 250, this thing should be able to reach 350, no problem. That was enough shorting to give us another 100% move. Being that I knew that, you know, but that's part of the risk, right? I should have just jumped back in again with big size and just held the position. Down there at 58. Instead of taking baby size. $320 is the halt up. An early pullback would be healthy, but we'll see what it does. Maybe it keeps going. $94 highs. And short sellers getting cooked. As they should for holding in such a high risk area. I haven't really been throwing out trades since the big move there. That feels tough, bro. Tried for 81. No bueno. No bueno. That was a good dip. It's a good dip that I'm not in on, and I'm trying it a little higher for the continued push, and it is in the depths. I gotta do a better job though, trying to like add with size. Why is it saying 307? We got to like 90. They're trying to mess with the candlesticks to project a weakness here, but it will not work. It will not work, brother. I don't know if another visit of 70 would be a good thing. So best to go if it's gonna go. They're hanging by a thread once again. They're trembling in their boots. Oh, it's coming down. 84. I think if it breaks below 70, that might be it. For now, it's like still trying. Do we have one more hurrah? One more hurrah at $3. Do we have what it takes? One last hurrah. One last hurrah to $3. Let's see what it got. Come on. What is it going to be? Where are those bulls? KB, do we have one last hurrah? Perhaps not. 82. Watching to see if we can hold up again. Might be clips if it doesn't hold. That is all she wrote. Oh, man. Freaking stock, bro. All right. I'm out of here. I'll be back for the recap later. Oh, my God. Freaking stocks, man. The past store is going mad here. As I lost on that big move up from 250. Green is good. Small green, but you know, not the day we would have wanted. But at the very least, short sellers got squeezed. So we can smile. Okay, with that being said, that'll do it. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and then remember to check out the chat room. Remember to check out the links down below for anybody who might also want to use the platform. And as well as let's see, what's the other link? Oh yeah, it's not a link, but I'll show you guys a little bit of the new software that we've been working on here at MMU. Okay, take care, stay safe, and stay green. Pastor is out like south. All right, I'll catch you guys in the recap, which will be at 4 p.m. market time, Eastern time. Okay, take care, stay safe, stay green.